solo. Yeah, how do you do that kind of stuff? I'm glad you asked. That's the subject of our video today, how to do a drum solo in 10 easy steps. I've had a lot of students ask me, how do you do solos that aren't just overwhelmingly technique based, but they actually have some musicality and originality in them. So I put together a little package called 10 Easy Steps to a Great Solo, and I'm going to be reading from you these 10 simple little one sentence parts of the formula. If you like a copy, you can email me at avery123@comcast.net. And it's very simple. Basically, I start from the most important things of establishing the feel and the groove and the subdivisions, and I go on into more details. So as you add steps 1 through 10, your solo will be more and more refined and more details. The very first step, and the most important, is determining what kind of subdivisions you're going to use. You're basically looking for, ask yourself the question, am I basically dealing with 2s or 3s? Not so hard, anyone can do it. Most of the jazz, blues, shuffle kind of things are based on 3s. Most of your straight ahead rock, pop, funk is based on 2s, or twice that much, 4s. So I'm going to actually test you, yes, you, the audience. And I got put together a little CD of some different songs. Let's see what we got here. First you get your quarter notes. So what's this based on? Yep, eighth notes, sixteenths. That song there is just based on duple beater. Okay, next. Buddy Rich. First you find your quarter notes. Jazz, so this one's based on triplets. Now don't worry. By the time this video's over, you're going to be doing a lot more intense stuff than just playing this for 16 bars. But if you want to, well, don't come crawling to me. Okay, now next on Hit Parade. Sometimes even finding the quarter notes is a challenge. This is our good friend Chick Corea. Where are those quarter notes? Oh, I think got away. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So here, basically, you're going to be based on eighth notes. And so forth. Let's do our last one. Got it, right? No. See, that would be what we'd call a turkey drum solo. It doesn't match at all. Basically, this song's the blues, slow blues. Here's your quarter notes. So we're based on 3s. So if you're doing a solo, first we start with that. And I'll read step number 1. Determine the basic feel from the music style. The subdivisions are either going to be double or triple, and then just play them on the snare. Okay. Step 2, add rim shots for accents, and then put some of those rim shots on the toms. So instead of this, add rim shots, accents, whenever you want. I'm just going to be getting my hi-hat going on quarter notes to keep the time frame. Ooh, I was already feeling a rhythmic theme. So now let's start putting some of those accents on the toms. Again, we're just doing straight 16th notes, building the solo, so nothing too earth-shattering yet, but making some of those 16th notes accented with rim shots. Now we're going to include the toms on those accents. Step number 3, we want to start adding some rests to those. So, in other words, don't play every note. Add a 16th note rest if you're playing all 16th notes here and there. And can you see that the immediate result of this is it adds some space and it starts to make the rhythmic themes more interesting. What you want to be looking for here in step number 3 is what are the rhythmic themes starting to dictate. I always try to start to play, but then also get out of the way, because all of a sudden, if you're listening to yourself playing, some of these themes will start suggesting things. And then they start suggesting it might sound good on different toms or different melodically. So that's kind of how you can practice on the step number 3 for all week if you want. I mean, do other things. Don't just practice on step number 3. But the better you get at each one of these lower level steps, then they really start to be killer as you get down to steps 7, 8, 9, and 10. Let's see what we got. Oh yeah, step number 4 is just making step number 3 a little bit easier, and that's adding double strokes. Now you realize at this point I'm not doing anything with my feet, and I'm only playing alternating strokes with my hands. So step number 4 is simply introduce double sticking and give yourself more time and more choices to move around the drums. Okay, I did like 4 on a hand, so sue me. Anyway, but I don't know if that would be included in step number 4. Okay. Oh, cut the tape. We got all these legal problems here. So anyway, so you can, introduce double sticking. Okay, now we start to introduce the feet. Step number 5, I find is a real, it's a qualitative difference once students start incorporating this step into their solos. Step number 5 is just basically add the bass drum, but not like this. No, the biggest thing is add the bass drum as if it were another tom, and just use it real sparingly as part of the voice. So just another tom, just another voice. And then we construct a nice solo with step number 5.